You're watching Soccer Night in Detroit.
And from the grassroots of Detroit soccer all the way to U.S. Soccer's second division, this is Detroit City FC. Goal for Detroit City. What a play by Alec Wasinski.
Monday with the right foot. It's in the back of the net.
Jupe curls in and bangs it in off the post. Antez Jupe, are you serious with that? Header! Darren Smith.
And we are back at Detroit City Fieldhouse for tonight's matchup, a crossover between the Louisville Triumph and Detroit City FC. And we are here. Steve and I are back together again at the City Clubhouse as we get ready for this big, huge matchup between Detroit City FC and Louisville Triumph, not Louisville City. That's coming up in May.
Yeah, we're confusing the USL side.
But it's good to be back at the Fieldhouse once again for some MASLW soccer.
After almost a month, we've been away. We thought the Lions was going to play the playoffs, and
it's been a boring month. But I mean, there's been signings on the Detroit City side. Biel Obed, just got another academy contract. So
you'll be seeing him in the secondary team this spring or summer, right?
Yes. And also he is with the first squad. So basically he's just an add-on on the bench. So, I mean, it doesn't go against the rule of having 18 players 18 players for a total bench for the or I wouldn't say total bench, but total lineup for USL championship games. So, I mean, good signing there. Good signing to begin with. I mean, young kid, he's going to Michigan State, I believe.
Oh, congratulations to him.
So, very good program.
Michigan State, we should know. Ben Pierman came from Michigan State. Bob Rogers from the early NPSL side came from Michigan State as well. So,
So
congratulations.
So he is part of the family. One of us.
Yes.
One of us, needless to say. But I did take time out today to go down to Michigan in 20th to see what was going on as we look at the pictures. I mean,
take a look at the video.
Yes, absolutely.
You can't see much from the freeway side.
No, you cannot.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're looking at it from I-75, basically, you see that really nothing's going on there. I mean, it's just like, the building's still standing. However,
if you flipped on over the 20th side, there is significant work.
Very significant progress that went on in the past week as far as demolition goes as we make our way to building on that site.
Alumni 5 Field.
Yeah, coming this summer. So
I do have a lot of interesting observations. I'm kind of surprised it's being done that quick. When I first saw the pictures on Monday, we showed them on the musing, it looked like significant work. And then when you saw the pictures done by Chantar for the Faithful page at DTFC, will also release the photo, it looked like it's being done quickly. You can't see much. It's not a hospital.
It looks like the thing is, it looks like everything's gutted out that needed to be gutted out, and demolition is going by quicker than expected. And if you can see on the inside of the building, I saw it up close, it looked like they took out everything. So it's
everything that was scrapped or vandalized or something like that. Yeah. So you got the steel beams and concrete floors, pillars,
But very much significant progress. I could see this getting done within a month or so.
Yeah.
And then,
groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking should be coming up, I would say March and April, depending on how the weather is.
Yeah, that's right. The weather is a little bit tricky because it was cold today as I was walking down here today. You know what I mean?
15 degrees outside. Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, we should ask the people at DTFC, we could ask the project manager to come and talk about this.
We could do that. We got an owners meeting. I'm sure progress will be coming up. That's coming up on February 18th, I believe that will be. So I'm sure they'll bring some. We'll have some more information as the project is going. And of course, Detroit City FC put out a video of the demolition process, so you can go to Detroit City FC's
you can see from the
social media pages.
You can see the other side of the building, what they have torn out from the other side of the freeway.
Absolutely,
yeah,
which was the main lobby to begin with.
Yes,
so.
yes.
But the main thing coming down here is see two teams play that are very much
even
the catalyst for the league so far this year. I mean, we had the Chihuahua Savage, obviously.
Yeah.
But they're no more.
No.
They're no more. They're, we don't have them as, I wouldn't say fodder or people to look at, but you look at this game here.
It's first place of the North, Detroit City FC, and first place in the South, Louisville Triumph.
5-1 for Detroit City FC, 15 points, 7-0, and one game in hand. Or Detroit City has a game in hand, obviously, because of the
They haven't lost, although both teams were credited with the forfeit victory over a team that doesn't exist.
Yes,
it's not Michael Knight.
That would be Indiana
Yeah.
United FC.
I know.
And then we got a game coming up on the 21st against
Grand Rapids.
Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo United FC.
Right.
That'll be taking place. They are the fill-in team for Indiana United, as I don't know how do you say it, home fodder now?
Yeah, home fodder. Yeah.
But I mean, either way, to get 3 guaranteed points at this point, when you look at the schedule. But Louisville, they're nothing to sneeze at there, as I can see from your notes there.
Yeah. Well, the team is being led by University of Kentucky graduate Emma Nickerson. She leads the team in all scores, 11 goals. 1 assist. Also, Brianna Helgren, she has 6, and Sarah Nathman with 5. Their goaltender, she played only 4 games, according to the website. She only gave up almost a goal and a half, and she have a great save pressure of 64.
Emma Nicholson has a 2.4 goals or points per game average. So that's a pretty. I should say that's pretty remarkable, to say the least, right there. She's probably, like I said, one player that Detroit City needs to focus on as far as containing in tonight's matchup. Detroit City, as you know, Megan Varant, she's at 2.2 goals or 2 points per match so far.
Yeah, I know.
And Mackenzie Ruber, another. She's had an outstanding season as well with 4 goals.
And the return of the hat trick hero, Kayla Anderson.
Yes, Kayla Anderson.
Goals.
She's made for this game, isn't she?
I know.
She's really made for this game.
Yeah. And here's the good news. We have a full lineup. Last time we faced on 2 weeks ago against Youngtown Nighthawks, we didn't have the full game because this was a last-minute game. So we didn't see the regulars. We didn't see Danny Evans because, she's a mom, for God's sake.
Oh, yeah. She's got to take care of business.
Okay, and her sister did a good job helping out the team. But like I said, they're pretty much even. They both have the plus-minus average of plus 32 goal differentials. You know what I mean? But if you can see, Detroit City have 2 blowout wins, both against Youngtown, and for Louisville, they haven't had a blowout. They had 4 games that were all, you could say, verging on blowouts or something like that, but they have sort of hold their own. You know what I mean? They have they haven't been into a close game scrap. We have been into a couple of close game scraps. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Looking at their scores from previous contests, their first game was a win against Cincinnati Sirens, a 6-1 victory there. Then they pounded on Susserfuss by a score of 12-4. Yes, the team from Akron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They pounded on them 12-4, and then took care of the Columbus Eagles 8-2. Beat Susserfuss again by a score of 10-4, and then beat Columbus by a score of 10-3.
Susserfuss.
Yeah. So I'm going backwards as far as that goes. So this is not this is in reverse order. So they opened up the season with the Columbus Eagles winning 10-3. So they've been putting on some pretty dominant. Shall we say, dominant performances themselves, though, throughout the year. So I'm expecting that this game right here, between these 2 squads, it's going to be like what we saw with FC Berlin.
Yes.
There's going to be, these are 2 teams that are very similar to each other as far as goal output and defensive output, and great goaltending as well. So you're looking at a matchup in which we're not going to see a hell of a lot of goals.
No, I don't think so. This could be in par with FC Berlin, Or can I say the Columbus Eagles a few weeks ago? That was a close contest.
Yeah, exactly.
Until
So-
they put the foot on the pedal a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And if one team knows how to put the pedal to the metal, it is Detroit City FC. They can come at you, score 4 or 5 in a row, and then put you away for the night. So I mean,
You're right.
we've seen that happen. Problem is though, the last time we seen them here, they put them down like 5-0 or whatever, 4-0, 5-0, and then FC Berlin come back.
Yeah.
And made it a tight affair here. Here at the
very tight affair,
the field house. So
and like I said, Louisville, nothing to see yet. They will attack you, and it's our dear goaltender, one Allison Lapointe, who have a 4 goals per average, 63. She got to be on.
Absolutely. Whoever's in net tonight, whether it be Lapointe, whether it be Kirsten Williams, whoever's in net tonight, because they're going to go with that they're going to go with the platoon system, where they're going to have either Lapointe start one quarter and then Williams do the other another quarter. They're going to flip flop between the two of them. So they're Danny Evans likes that platoon system very much, and it has worked effectively for the most part during the season.
Yeah.
But last week she was able to do that, or a couple weeks ago she was able to do that as well in the victory against Youngstown.
I know. Well, at least the goalie have to look at the entire field and transform into a goal-saving cat. Oh, yes, here's that Maya reference from Faith 1999 again. Season 2, if you want to know what I'm talking about. And you have to be on it tonight. You know what I mean? You have to act like a cat and save like an eagle to get through this game, because it's not going to be easy picking.
No, it isn't. And you're talking about 2 of the best teams that are in the MASLW. Scanning through the rest of the league, there's 3 other divisions, as you know. ICT Aztecs is leading the Heartland division right now. They have won 5 games. They have 15 points themselves. They're undefeated. Let's see. And our friends, the Iowa Diva Hawks, the Galazzo crew.
Yeah.
No, not the Galazzo Network crew.
No.
The Galazzo crew.
Yeah, play by
every goal that they call, every goal is a Galazzo. Over in Davenport, Iowa.
Oh, brother.
They're 5-0 right now with 15 points.
Yeah.
RPFC Dallas, who were the thorn on Chihuahua Savage's side last year, is sitting at top with 15 points as well. Yeah. And it's all going to come to a head at the end of March with the tournament happening. No known idea of where that's going to be taking place.
So how's the world playoffs will stay? Top 5 in or 5?
I would assume your division winners will definitely be available. Will definitely be in. There's 5 division winners, and I'm sure they might, if they were to do like a
quarterfinal team field.
If they were to do like a say like a quarterfinal type deal. Do like a quarterfinal, then a semifinal type deal. Make it like a 3-day weekend or whatever it is. You might get 3 wild cards in there. Who knows? We don't know as of yet what the playoff structure is going to be. That I'm sure will be coming in the next few weeks or so. But you're looking at. I mean, if you're looking outside the division as we speak right now, or outside the 2 divisions. In fact, our crossover division obviously is the Great Lakes
South Division.
Yes. Yeah, so that those 4 teams in that, those 3 teams in that, or 4 teams in that division, 3 teams in this.
If there was a quarterfinal, who would be the wild card? I know.
If there was wild cards right now, you make a case for FC Berlin.
Yes,
obviously. I mean, they've had a great season. Yes. Cincinnati Sirens will be another one. Wichita Lady Luck.
Okay,
they're sitting at 5-3 right now.
One of the tops.
But then again, they're sitting at 5-3 right now. But you got the Tulsa Channel Cats. They've only played 5
Channel
games.
Cats? Oh, my.
Tulsa FC Channel Cats. They've only played 5 games so far. So.
Yeah, right. And all team played 10.
Yeah.
Or,
I wouldn't say Kansas Astros. They've only the Kansas Astros. They've only played 3 games.
Oh, brother.
Or 4 games thus far.
Brother.
Atletico Monterrey.
So if it would come down to
3-1, they've only played 4 games.
If they play an unbalanced system, they're going to have to use the dreaded PPA, points per game.
Points per match.
Points per match. Yeah, PPM. Sorry.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, it's a crapshoot of who's going to be representing in this tournament when that happens. And of course, you'll find out. Tune into the musings. We'll let you know what's going on there as far as that goes. And needless to say, I mean, it's gonna be one interesting thing. And like I said, we don't know where the tournament will be taking place as of yet.
Talk about the tournament play like here, good full house of 400 people.
Yeah, exactly. And, as far as, getting the teams in and out of here, it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. I mean, hotel space and all that stuff. As far as, fan contingencies, we're going to show.
Yeah.
We're going to show.
Tonight's game is sold out.
Tonight's game is sold out, being an example.
And I'm working at Press because I couldn't get a ticket because of a home domestic concerns over at the house. So I'm going to be
thinking about you, of course. I'm
going to be working at the Press.
But thinking about you is,
Thank you.
Of course, hopefully, like I said, everything ends up working out for the best for you, for sure.
Yeah. I have a notebook. I bought this at the $1.50 trade. So I have notes for the musing, Dr. Knight, and writing notes down for this week's musing.
Yes.
Which is action-packed.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be action-packed. There was going to be one thing we were going to talk about today, but, they luckily avoided being fodder for the musings on Wednesday.
Are you back talking about Celtic?
Yes.
They won their Scottish Cup game.
Oh, my God. I was about ready to unload. Especially on the board. But there was a significant protest that occurred during that match.
During the game?
None of their supporters, none of their supporter groups attended.
Oh, my.
Which left Celtic Park, might as well say, half full.
Oh my!
There's been a lot of talk about the supporter groups, and of course, we're basically a fan base. We're basically a supporter podcast or whatever it is. Kind of like what 451 and Tumble Talk and all that stuff. Those are supporter podcasts, but the board has basically banned supporter related media. From events, banning them from any Celtic related activities. So there's been a lot of things that the board has done because some of these supporter groups have been very critical as far as talking about the board and what they have not done, whether it be,
signing players,
hiring managers such as Wilfred Nancy. You've seen how that experiment.
Yeah, they only did 33 games and 8 games.
Yeah.
Oh,
you've seen how that experiment went. But they didn't like the criticism being levied against the club, so they started banning supporter-related media from the Celtic events.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
It's not.
And in our case, granted, Celtic is a big club in Scotland. They get all kinds of media coverage, whether it be from Scottish TV, whether it be from TalkSport, whether it be from Sky Sport, whether it be from BBC or whatever it is. Yeah. They get all kinds of national media. In our case, we don't get a lot of that here.
Yeah, I know. We don't.
We barely get enough coverage on the men's team.
Except for the highlights on Fox 2 or Local 4.
If there is any. If not, or on Channel 62.
CBS Detroit, by the way.
Yeah, which also owns WKBD Channel 50
which
as well.
covered the game on their airwaves.
So. Other than that, you barely see any coverage on the in the local media, whether it be the news or free press. Hardly see any. But you got to rely on local outlets, and supporter-based outlets such as us, such as 451 and all that stuff, to provide coverage of this club. And we tried to do our best as far as providing coverage of this club. Whether it be, coming to these matches here at the field house for the women's indoor team, whether it be going on the road, following them at, locations such as Grand Rapids or Toledo or
if I'm stuck here in Hamtramck calling a home game.
Exactly.
Men's or women. So,
we try to do our best to cover the squad and give you the most fair and accurate coverage that we can. So,
I presume in the other media that cover like Louisville FC, I presume they get tons of media coverage in Louisville on game day. Maybe
they could, but what the big draw is in Louisville. It's their women's team.
You're right,
and that'd be
Racing Louisville. That's
that is the big that's the big draw with them, and of course they're going to get nominal coverage through the and of course it's a college town too.
You're right. And don't forget, a lot of teams have their main sport teams. If they have any, they will mention that we're in the middle or near the tail end, which is,
Yeah, and the sports report is not as big as it once was. I think we used to have 8-minute sportscasts. You're lucky if you get 3 minutes nowadays.
Yeah, unfortunately, average about 3 or 4.
Shout out to all the big guns that have been part of the sports media in Detroit over the years who became superstars.
Ferroni, Ray Lane, Dan Miller, Voice of Lions.
Yep. Happy birthday, belated birthday to him. 65 years old, I believe.
And he's still looking great, by the way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And still doing, or is it 64? 60, yeah, I think
64, yeah.
64 years old. I mean, yeah. And he's still doing still does a bang up job doing these games.
Don't forget Dave Dials.
Dave Dials. Yeah, Dave Dials.
Don Shane.
Al Ackerman.
Yes.
Yep.
The last
Eli.
Eli. Yes.
Eli Zarrett.
And don't forget Bob Page, who used to do
Bob Page. Yeah, they used to do a podcast, which was
No BS Sports.
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah, for a couple of years with Denny McClain, and then we made mention of Vicky Loge on the musings there, but we're trying to fill time here, as you can tell. Here.
Hey,
there's really not that much
you're right.
to talk about this women's team. But speaking of the women's team,
okay,
and we mentioned dabbled in it a little bit, traveling to these other places. This Great Lakes division.
Yeah.
Can we call it the Pure Michigan division?
Are you talking about the USW Outdoor League?
Yes.
Yes.
Can we just call it the Pure Michigan?
Let's call it Pure Michigan.
I mean, all 5.
I agree. Pure Michigan. Pure Michigan, if you are listening, do sponsor the division. For
all these games are within access of I-94, I-90. Well, not really so much I-96, but I-96 when you think of Midwest United. I-94, I-96, and 53.
Yes, and 53. Yes.
Yeah, and 53 because you got to go up that way to get to Union FC McCone's home, which is the infamous Romeo High School site of the Last Waltz, or the Rumble and Romeo, as some people like to call it.
But FC Macomb is a decent soccer camp.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
it's not like the other team.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them for the hospitality when I went there last year for that match. And
they're much more nicer. They're building a soccer program and feature stars in high school and college. You know what I mean?
And they are nationals.
You're right.
Speaking of nationals affiliated that played with Detroit City FC, one big player.
Yeah.
One player from our past.
Yes. Are you talking
landed a gig in the NWSL. It is currently playing in the USL Super League.
And who is that?
That would be Faith Weber. She scored a goal against Midwest United back in 2022 in the first season of USLW for Detroit City FC. And now she is landed a gig with the she's with the Denver Summit.
Yeah, that's the new expansion team in Denver, Colorado.
They in turn loaned her to Tampa Bay Sun of the USL Super League.
Yeah.
So
and the Super League just recently started their second half of the season.
Exactly.
The prototype for the international window.
And the prototype for Division 1 in the USL in general itself, because as you know, USL Premier is going to be set to take off in a couple years.
2028.
Yes, and this is also somewhat of a prototype of how Division 1 is going to work out as far as the USL is concerned.
And there's a lot of questions of how this is going to work. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
If you watch Morning Kick Around, we've
dabbled into it as well. Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of questions going into this thing on how this is going to work. So, I mean, it's an ongoing story. It's going to be an ongoing story as far as this league goes going forward. So, and
the first sign will be the MLS. I don't know. We don't like to talk MLS a lot. That will be the first one in 2027 when they're going to have a flash league and for just to make the bridge to the new international schedule.
Absolutely,
it's going to be weird.
It is.
But could be good.
It could be good.
It could be a little,
and things are, things might be speeding forward too. I mean, we don't really have promotional relegation as far as the women's game goes.
No.
There's not enough teams, I would say. I mean, if any league could do it, it could be the USL.
Yes.
As far as that goes, if any, but I don't think there's a flux of women's teams.
No.
To actually facilitate a possible, a possible pyramid as of yet. As of yet, as far as that goes. Yeah. I mean, they're starting to do that a little bit in the English league, but then again, you got clubs in the European leagues that are pretty much all sponsored by their parent clubs.
Yes.
Such as a Manchester City, such as an Arsenal, such as a Barcelona, Real Madrid. I mean, all these different clubs. So it's going to be we're still a long ways away, I think.
Very long ways away.
We're still a long ways away from what I think would be a solid, a pyramid system here in the States.
So the big question, if this is successful in the MLS, how soon could the USL pull the trigger that, we enjoyed our summer season, but now let's test our little international schedule.
It really all depends. Yeah, that could be a factor going forward. We shall see what happens as far as that goes. I mean, the thing is with the the whole, I mean, USL 1 obviously is a all summer long deal.
Yes.
Obviously the championship all summer long deal there.
The new Division 1.
But here's the other caveat, though.
What is the other caveat?
With the USL 2 being a summer league itself, with USLW being a summer league itself, because sometimes you can only get these players for a limited amount of time.
Yeah, because most of they're college players.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there has been a big discussion about the college game because
the White Report.
Yeah, the White Report trying to say, when you mentioned it, conference, either Big Ten, Pac-10, Southeastern Conference, be gone. It's now one super league of footy.
Yeah, it could be. It could be in the long run. So,
but I hope it doesn't happen because I love conference competition. Being here in Michigan with UAD, Oakland in the Horizon League, and Michigan State, and don't forget Mac School. So we almost lost the camera there.
We almost lost the camera. So
I know.
I think it's telling us we better get to these picks here for tonight's match, because you think this is going to be a knockdown, drag-out contest, because, I mean, the way we saw with FC Berlin, I mean, that was a very close knit. It was probably one of the more enjoyable matches that we've seen. Yes. In my opinion. I think it was one of the more enjoyable matches because, it was tight all throughout the match. I mean, it was edge-of-your-seat entertainment. It wasn't, okay, we're sitting here waiting for 10 goals. I don't think there's going to be 10 goals.
I don't think there's going to be 10 goals. I'm going to say it's going to be a 10-goal game. But I'm thinking Detroit City with the home crowd could eke it out here. So I'm going to say 7-4.
7-4. I'm going to say probably a 7-5 victory for Detroit City FC. By the way, there's a little thing going on. Northern Guard supporters have a thing. If you go onto their Facebook page and their other social media, there's a thing going on between the two clubs in which you could pledge dollar amounts per goal towards one or the other sponsor, or you could do it for both of them. Let me get this up real quick here.
Okay.
So needless to say, it's going to take a minute because it's on Discord. But no, what the Detroit City FC is doing, every goal that's scored by Detroit City FC is going to go to the MICR, I think it is. Or the Michigan Immigrant Center over there. Basically, what it is it's an outreach place. Especially in the times of what's going on with ICE and the border patrol and all that
and
stuff.
all the craziness stuff.
And definitely all the craziness that's been going on as far as that goes. So I would say in fact, it'd probably be easier if I just go on Blue Sky for that one, because I think they did share a link as far as that goes.
Yeah.
Let me scroll up there.
Well, I can fill some time. Thing that I'm going to save it for near the end.
Yeah.
If any,
Yeah, I was going to say, tell us where they could watch the game.
Oh, yeah. Tonight you can watch the game on YouTube only. It's on the Detroit City FC page.
So once you're done watching this video, tune into that.
YouTube.com/Detroit City FC. It starts at 7:30 with our able announcer.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
So
you go on to the, and then you go on to, like I said, you go on to the Northern Guard supporters, Twitter page, Blue Sky page, whatever, even on Facebook as well. It'll give you a link. Our funds are being chosen for the Michigan Immigrant Rights Center, MIRC. And I believe the Louisville's. I'm not sure what Louisville's is. I don't see what Louisville's is going. I think to a water thing.
Yeah,
I believe it is. You can choose to do both, or you can choose to do either side as far as that goes. Every dollar per goal in these two games will be tabulated, and then whatever you decided to pledge will be multiplied by the amount of goals scored.
And don't forget,
kind of like Pride Raiser.
You're right, and don't forget that we have a return matchup. You mentioned that against Louisville next week at their place. So.
Yes, so that's that's what's going on there.
I think
two very good causes.
I think we ran out of time.
Yes, we did.
Unfortunately, yeah.
We're going a little over here, but nonetheless, come back after the match. Probably be posted tomorrow, more or less. But we'll have after hours after the match. Hopefully, a couple players,
couple of guests. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see what happens after the match. Until then, folks, I'm my buddy Steve.
Bye. Be good. Enjoy the game tonight.
Yep. This Mad Cat's telling you to keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the galaxy, and most of all, be good.